Here is another pick a card. We're going to do a love reading today to see how your love life is panning out, if something new's coming in, see if there's something you should be working on, and we'll get a message from these 4 different stacks. So the normal way I would do it is 1, 2, 3 and 4, and you can just pause your video, see where you feel drawn to, and we will get started. What I will do to start with is I'll move the ones that I'm not going to read to the side so that we can get some space to move. So I'll keep one here. There's 2, 3 and 4 placed to the side, and the cards I'm using today are the angel, the romance angel cards, and my gilded tarot for the message, for the actual message. Before I get started, I would like you to know that if you want a private reading, please just email me. You can pay your fee, which will be, I will give all that out to you if you email me and ask what, your question, and I will invoice you with payment, and then I'll send you out your video. So let's get started. The card that number 1 picked out was retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Now, I hope you can see that. It looks quite dark. Hang on, I'll see if I can make more light in here. See if I can make the room a bit brighter. Is that any better? Yes, a bit better. I really think that those that pick number 1 is really needing to take some time out with their partner. Take some time away, maybe go on a holiday, get away from the kind of rat race, if you like. I think these are looking to maybe retreat from work, colleagues, friends and family, just for your 2 selves. I think these have been getting wrapped up in a lot of family issues, maybe other things taking up time, and you're not spending enough time as a couple. And this card is what's telling you it's time to disconnect from the world. Number 1, you and your partner are needing to spend time together. And the 3 cards, we've got the Ace of Wands, 10 of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. And I think by doing this, by actually taking time away from everyone else and just making it about you and your partner, this is what is going to rekindle romance back into your life. The Knight of Cups here is that passion is going to be getting brought in. It's something that's maybe been lacking for a while. Romance. We've got the Ace of Wands, very phallic. Very phallic. So I think it's going to be a spicy time for you. I think it's going to be what's going to bring the kind of wish card, bring the magic back into this relationship, is giving each other the time that is needed to get to know each other again, to rekindle the romance that has maybe been lost through time and circumstance, because everybody's been so busy that you haven't had time to actually even bring up a family. If you have raised your children, this in itself can cause a lot of disharmony between a couple, because normally it's the primary caregiver is giving all that energy out to the child, to the children, and the partner can feel quite left out. It can also be as well that maybe it's empty nest syndrome, that your children are now grown and it's just you and your partner that's left, and it's time to get to know each other again. It's time to rekindle what you had in the early days, and this can be done if the work's put in and given it time back to each other. So I hope you've enjoyed that message number 1, and I think it's it's quite a good message for those that feel that things are starting to get a bit stale. Moving on to number 2, we have the main card is very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. As soon as I read that message, I think you are indecisive about what it is that you actually want, either from a relationship or the person. You maybe have someone in mind, but you're not sure if they are the actual right person for you. I think you could be you know, going hot and cold all the time. Sorry guys, I've just got my coffee here. I think that you are needing to decide exactly what it is that you want. This not sure, putting things off, you know, chopping and changing your mind could be giving it a lot of mixed messages to this person. So I think it's time that, even if it's the law of attraction that you're trying to bring in a particular type of person, you have to be very certain on what it is that you want. Because I think this, you're in two minds, you don't quite know what it is that you want at the moment. The tarot cards that you have pulled are, well, there you go, the Eight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and we've got the Nine of Swords in reverse. All swords, you're all in your head, number 2. This is that you have been, this has been giving you sleepless nights. This whole thing about a partner, relationships, not knowing what it is you want to do, has been giving you sleepless nights, but it is in the reverse and you're coming out of that. You're coming out of this feeling of not quite knowing what is happening. When I see the Eight of Swords here, this feeling kind of trapped and stuck, simply because it's all in your head. You don't quite, you weren't sure what it was that you wanted or how to move forward. Feeling stuck, feeling that there's no way that this particular relationship could be had. But it's telling you, you can have it. You just have to make sure that you know what it is that you want. And when I see the Queen of Swords here, I really feel this is you taking the responsibility to basically cut away all the stuff that is no longer serving. And I think this is what number 2 is going to be doing. You're going to come out of that feeling stuck and having sleepless nights about a relationship. You could also be that you're in a relationship and you don't know if you want to be there or not. And it's telling you very soon there will be a decision made. If you've been stuck, feeling stuck and not being able to move forward, having a sleepless night, the sleepless nights are going to go, the worry and sleepless nights is going to go, because you are going to just make a decision and cut away all the nonsense and all the things that have been keeping you stuck, number 2. That's for number 2. For number 3, we have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So, you know, this is something that you've either already met this person or you're going to meet them, number 3. Someone new is coming in. What is your tarot for this? The 3 of Pentacles, Strength card, and the 10 of Cups. Now when I look at this, you are really going to, I think you're going to have the strength, or the, I'm wondering if it's a Leo person that's coming in that's taking your notice, that you're starting to maybe have a kind of, I don't know, I was going to say an admiration for. Maybe you've taken a real fancy for a Leo person coming in, or someone with a lot of Leo in their chart. It's almost like you are going to take the courage to go and actually make the first move, number 3. If there has been someone, this new love that is coming in, you might actually have the courage to make the first move. It could be someone that you're working with, someone that you meet at work. Because I see the 3 of Pentacles here, and it's almost like, you know, this kind of working and getting things done. I normally see the 3 of Pentacles collaboration. You could be collaborating with people, and there's one particular person that you just make an instant kind of like a click to. You just fancy them. It's someone from the workplace. But this is going to lead you to the 10 of Cups. This is the Wish card. This new love that is coming in for you, number 3, is definitely someone that you can settle down with. This is what it is that you're hoping for, is this kind of new romance. This someone you can settle down with, maybe think about starting a family, that kind of idea. So it looks like your new love that's coming is going to be your soulmate. It's the one that's supposed to be. So that is for number 3. Number 4, we have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. You could be thinking about how to woo your partner. Maybe it's time for the two of you to have a nice romantic meal, or go a trip somewhere, or, you know, go back to a place that you've been to in the past that have got good feelings. I think this is what this card is telling you to do. You have to show that you actually want to be with this person, because I really feel this person thinks that you no longer want to be there. And this card is telling you that it's time to be a bit more romantic, a bit more demonstrative with your partner. The cards we have here are the Queen of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Chariot. Now, when I look at this, I wonder if you're going to try and plan a trip. Maybe go on holiday, maybe one of these little romantic getaways, a break somewhere, a kind of weekend break away. But I see the Queen of Pentacles, you could be just that way, that you want to kind of almost mother this person. You want to maybe cook them a nice meal, treat them to something lovely that you've made yourself, because you know the Queen of Pentacles is very motherly, very kind of hands-on. It might be a gesture that you want to do yourself. Maybe even purchase a nice gift for this person. I think as a Hermit, I think you're going to really look within how you would like to, if it was happening for you, what would you like your partner to do? I think you're going to take a time out to actually reflect on how you want to take this relationship further, how you want to start expressing your feelings for this particular person. And I think you're really going to look deep. You're going to go really quite deep inside to do this. I do feel that this person means a lot to you, and you mean a lot to them, and I think this is where you want to really make it right. So you're going to do a lot of reflecting on your behaviour and their behaviour to get it right. I think you are going to express your own romantic gesture by planning a nice meal, maybe cooking it yourself, or booking a nice a restaurant or something. But I really do think this is going to move you forward. When this is done, when I've got to see the Chariot also, not only could it mean going on a journey, it could just move you as a couple forward once the two of you got on the same page about how you feel the relationship is going. Well, I hope you've enjoyed those little quick messages. Please give us a thumbs up if it resonated with you. Again, if you would like a personal reading, email me with your details and I will invoice you, and we will get your video done and sent off. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do, and give us a thumbs up. Click on the little bell icon and you will be notified of any of the other videos that I put up weekly. And I hope to speak to everybody later. Bye for now.